Hey y'all, Daniel Aaron with Youth, your guide to vibrant living. Thank you for tuning in. This is another Facebook Live mini, and it may be a little bit longer than mini because it's such a big and important topic. And firstly, thank you to my friend who wrote in with this question. And the question specifically was, there is a teacher in my life, somebody that I care about, a mentor who I have hurt, and I haven't heard from him in 3 weeks, something like this, and I want to restore that connection. I paraphrased a little bit. And I love this question because to me, that's what all of our practice is really about. One of my teachers, Viresh, said it really beautifully, that all of our work, all of what we're doing, the yoga stuff, putting our foot behind our head, the therapy, whatever it is, really is so that we can get to the point of saying hello to someone else without anything in the way. And the way his teacher put it, Sri Bhagwan Rajneesh, the only real measure of education is, do we learn to love better from that education? And while I love the physical side of yoga, what's really important to me is the relationships and how we learn to love each other better. And to start with in this question, I'll go straight to the lessons of the Yoga Sutra. Ahimsa, do as little harm as possible, love as much as possible, and satya, honesty, authenticity. And it's in the combination of these two things that is so challenging, yet so important, that the real yoga lies. So powerful. Now, so the first question that I respond to my friend with is, have you shared honestly from your heart what's happened and where you're at and how you feel about it? One might be, again, taking responsibility rather than any kind of you statements or blame, taking responsibility. Hey, this is what's going on. I have the sense that I hurt you. I have the sense that I set unrealistically high expectations. And, again, sharing honestly from the heart, I feel badly to have hurt you. I feel imagining that I hurt you, and badly that somehow there's this separation between us. What I really want is connection. So the first thing, connection, restore the harmony that was there. And y'all, in life, the people that we love, of course, that's where we're going to find the likelihood of disruptions to it, right? Because when we feel safe, when we love someone, then we let our truest self out without fear, then sometimes our pains, our projections come out onto the other person. So that there is a disruption, that there is hurt, that is always also a sign that there is love there. And whenever there is that disruption, it's always worth it to do what we can to restore the harmony. Now, practical, simple tool to use here is what I love, something I learned from Landmark Education called Restoring Integrity. 3 steps to it. 1, just saying what happened. And I love this part because it's not, it doesn't have to be an angst-ridden personal thing. It's like, you know what, I set high expectations for you. They were too high. I said this, I did this. I said I was going to be here at this time and I wasn't there. I said I was going to give you this and I didn't give you this. Whatever it is, we just say, like, fly on the wall perspective, this is what happened. That's step 1. Step 2 is telling what the consequences are, what the impact is, or oftentimes what we imagine the impact is. So in the example with my friend, I set unrealistically high expectations of you. In my perception, you didn't live up to them. And then, I'm not sure what the next part is, what actually happened. Perhaps there was some criticism or some attacking, something like that. And then back to the second step, my imagination is I sense that I hurt you with that what I said was hurtful. And that's one of the consequences. I sense that it brought up other stuff for you. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up here. And a great other consequence is I feel hurt that I think I hurt you. And I feel hurt that there is this disruption between us. So, on to the third step. Here's my new commitment. This is what I will do. In the future, I will tell you what my expectations are. I will set more realistic expectations. I will communicate what they are. And if I feel like you're not living up to my expectations, rather than attack you, what I will do is share how I'm feeling or ask you for something. Right? These are just examples, but you get the idea. The 3 steps are: 1, here's what happened. Fly on the wall perspective. No drama required. 2, consequences, impact. This is what I imagine happened for you. This is what I know happened for me. These are some of the consequences that I see from this. And then 3, here's my new commitment. And an important part of number 3 is to make sure we're saying it in the positive rather than, well, I won't do that again. Because of course, on the subconscious level, when we say I won't do that again, we're communicating that we will, both to the other person and to our own subconscious. So instead, great, start with that. I won't do this, and then turn it around to, this is what I will do. Right? I'm not doing that, this is what I will do instead. There's so much power in doing our best to heal the relationships where there has been separation. Now, in my lifetime, there have been many of these, and every time I've had some kind of separation from somebody I love, for whatever reason, it's hurt. And I always do my best to repair it, to bridge the gap, to get us back together. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What's also worthwhile, and this will be the last thing I share with you, my friend, on this topic, is do your best to express how you feel and what you would like, and then let it go, right? The request might be, I would like us to come back together. I'd like a chance to make up for it. I'd like a chance to understand. And it's a request, and every request has to contain with it the possibility of hearing no or not hearing anything, which, if we're wise, let's take that as not yet, right? Because we know that sooner or later we're all coming back together, the egos, the personalities, because we are always together. So if we can have patience, never put anyone out of our heart, and keep hoping that they will come back, keep doing what we can to invite them back, there's a lot of power in that. All right, I hope that has been helpful to you, my friend, and to all of you. And once again, Daniel Aaron, your guide to vibrant living.